How's it going, guys? Welcome back to my channel. It is another Shadowverse Evolve Advent of Genesis booster box unboxing. I've opened one more of these boxes, and today's actually the same day. Since the last video, I have played some paper Advent of Shadowverse. My god, I can't talk. It's midnight actually right now. I've played some Shadowverse Evolved paper, and I'm really psyched up about it. I had a really good time. The game's making a lot more sense to me now that I've actually played it. I can read and evaluate cards much better. I've played a lot of card games, so it's like, you know, I feel like I'm gonna grasp this pretty quickly. Of course, it has a lot of its own nuances, which I was starting to see right off the bat, which is always really fun to figure out. I guess I'll just shrink myself now, huh? So it's always fun learning the different nuances with card games in that honeymoon phase before you get really sick of whatever meta you happen to be in. But let's see here, and there we go. We got the Floral Fencer. In the other box I opened, it was like called Dark Offering or something. So it's cool we got the other promo. Definitely happy about that. And we got 16 new packs. By the way, guys, tangent before I start. Can we talk about the name of the set? Advent of Genesis. That's kind of stupid, isn't it? It literally means the beginning of the beginning. The Advent is like the beginning of something, and the Genesis is like the beginning of something. So, I get that it's the first set, but it's fine. The beginning of the beginning. I kind of like it, though. I'm not going to lie. It's stupid in a way that I like. But aside from that, my last box, if you didn't watch that opening, I would recommend you go check it out. If you're interested, at least. I think it was a really good box. So, I'll be curious to see what I get out of this, especially now that I've done even more research and know even more of the staples I'm supposed to be looking for. But let me know. We got a super legendary in the very first pack. That's not what happened last box. I was gonna try to, I was thinking maybe the first pack always has one, but well, that's really cool looking. What is this? Oh, this is Abysscraft. I'm not sure if this is played in any Abysscraft decks, but it really looks cool. Huh. I'll have to look into that. Let me know if there's any viable lists that run that. It'd be pretty cool. Although I only have one, so. Well, 9 cost card, you probably wouldn't want to run more than 2 anyway, but let's see here. Another Dimension Shift. That's really good. A Goliath. Where's my bronze, gold, and a Mimi. A Mimi token. During the last unboxing, I was kind of freaking out because I was getting a different token in every pack, and I think that might actually be just the way these are set up. So I'll have to see. I'm really looking to get some, I don't want to say what I'm looking to get because it's going to spoil what I got in the last video. But let's just say that I'm looking to play Abysscraft, so we got a Dragon Wing, so I would like some Cerberuses, some Cerberi. Wardrobe Raider also seems pretty strong. Curate, Shrine Knight Maiden is a silver. Harnessed Glass is a silver. Alwita's Command looks really strong. I don't know if it's in the list, but I mean, that's the amount of stats you get for 5 mana, and with 3 of it being Storm, the Viking having Storm seems really strong to the way my brain works. So I might be playing Swordcraft tomorrow. Elven Princess Mage is an evolved, and we got ourselves a Spirit token. Yeah, so Water Break. The day's starting to drag on here. My body's starting to die. But the reason I'm opening this at midnight is, for one, I'm excited and I want to open more, and no one can tell me not to, so I'm going to do it. And 2, I'm planning on playing tomorrow at a local store, and Alchemist's Workshop. I kind of want to open all 3 of my booster boxes so I can see Blazing Breath, Rabbit Necromancer, Maid Leader. Cool, we got the, I think it's called Parallel. Parallel Foil, Maid Leader, Silver. I want to see which of my, I have all 6 starter decks. I want to see which of the 6 starter decks I have most upgrades for out of my 3 booster boxes. Swordsman, we got a gold Themis' Decree. Wow, it's just a straight up wrath. Destroy each follower on the field. I imagine Havencraft decks probably want a full playset of that, and that's the first I've seen, so that might be out of my price range. And we got Spectral Wizard and a Holy Falcon. So far we have gotten a different token out of every pack, so I'm just going to assume it's seeded like that, which I have to say is pretty cool. We got ourselves an Archer. There's my bronze stack. I guess my bronze stack could be here. And this probably makes sense to go here. Okay, sorry. My neuroses is kicking in. We got ourselves a Ninja Trainee. No disrespect to the artist, because I mean I can't do this, and overall it looks really good, but I don't know, it just doesn't really look, it doesn't match the rest of the game in my opinion. Onslaught, another Spectral Wizard, a Fairy Beast, an Ancient Alchemist. I'm getting a lot of Runecraft cards. I have 2 Dimension Shifts already, so I wonder how far away I am from playing that. Evolved Erd. Erd is a common, or a neutral card. Banish a card from the EX area. That seems pretty niche, and it only turns into a 3/3 when it evolves, so base Erd is probably a low-cost card, in which case, it might not be bad tech. I really don't know enough about the game, but I'm just trying to apply my card gamer instincts to it as early as possible to get, you know, to get the gears turning about what's going on here. Got a Woodkin Curse. Is a bronze. God, I'm doing it already. I'm putting my stuff in the wrong pile. Novice Trooper. Sorcery Cache. Do you guys say cache or cache? Ooh, we got an Erasmus. Legendary card. That's pretty sweet. Looks like maybe I am leaning into Runecraft? Spellcraft? Runecraft? I think it's called Runecraft. That's cool. Maid Leader. I really love the concept of Maid Leader. A Mordecai. Mordecai's pretty sick. It's the recursion of this is really awesome if you have like some kind of drain to keep yourself alive. That's the way I see it. We got ourselves a Rhinoceros and a Forest Bat. I said this in my last video, my last unboxing of this. I really love how random these booster packs feel. Like I open it, I had one I had a really crazy booster pack in the last box, and that just told me that like I have no idea what to expect as I'm thumbing through these packs. Navy Lieutenant, Wind Blast, Gem Staff, Commander, Flame Destroyer. This is the first one of these I've seen in 2 boxes. Silver Bolt. Definitely have another Silver Bolt. This is another one of the artworks that I feel like doesn't really match. This looks kind of like American Fantasy to me. And an Evolved Ivory Dragon. Oh, this is a card that evolves for 0, I think. Pretty sick. And it turns into a draw spell. That's kind of cool. And a Holy Tiger. So yeah, it looks like it's seeded with a different token per pack. And once again, not knocking the art. I think that all of the artwork in this set I've seen is gorgeous. It's just, it seems interesting that, I think I'm guessing it probably gets a bit more consistent in the later sets, because I imagine they stuck to all the same artwork from the mobile game, and they might not have had as much budget. Hello? Can you work for me? They might not have had as much budget when the game first launched than they did like now that it's in its like 7th year. Crafty Warlock, Ivory Dragon, Dragon Emissary, Lucifer. This card, I believe, is in the Dragoncraft deck, and I'm not sure how many other ones it's in. So it's really awesome to grab a Lucifer. He looks really cool too. I can't lie, guys, I'm kind of a sucker for the husbandos. I'm a big fan of waifus, but I really like the cool dude characters in a lot of games. Like, I gravitated towards Urias, however you say his name. We got ourselves a Pompous Princess when I downloaded the app, and it turns out he's like the least popular character. And a Robin Hood. Wait, this set was kind of this pack was kind of crazy, huh? Oh my God! And an evolved Cerberus, guys. Okay, so last box and an Otohime's Bodyguard. I had a similar assortment of rarities in a pack in my last box that had a couple of legendaries and a gold in one box. So maybe there's like a god pack or something per box, which is pretty exciting. Like if you play in a weekly event and there's prize packs, everyone's probably hoping they get that pack, but I'm just talking out of my ass. We got Dread Dragon. It goes here. We got Spartoy Sergeant. I don't love that card. I feel like it's probably I was playing the Abysscraft starter deck. I feel like that's probably a cut. We got Manu, Cleric Lancer, Harnessed Flame. Oh, this is that Flame and Glass neutral stuff. I wonder if this is any good. I'm really not sure. We've got a Gold Rate Homecoming, an Evolved Crafty Warlock, and a Coco. Really cute. Really, this is right up my alley. I really want to be playing Abysscraft, if possible, if it's strong enough. I keep hearing about Dragoncraft Ramp, and it scares me. I'm always, when I'm playing a card game, no matter what it is, and a lot of card games end up going through a meta where it ends up being one top deck. But I always hate when you're trying your best to play certain different decks in a format, and like there's just one top deck that no matter what you try is the best. That's always disappointing. There should be diversity. Fiery Embrace, a legendary Rose Queen. I've not heard of this card. Artwork is really dark. Now, once again, I'm loving the game so far, so I'm not trying to knock it in any way, but if I did have one criticism, I feel like the legendaries tend to be very, very dark, and like the foiling doesn't really help. Like, I don't know, the visibility of these cards, ironically, is like the worst. It's the hardest to see the finer details in the legendary cards, is what I'm trying to say at midnight as I open this pack. Much harder to tell what's going on in that card than it is, for example, on this Cleric Lancer, where it's bright, colorful, crisp, and like I can see every single detail. And I have seen plenty of trading card games that manage to keep that on the higher rarity, more decked out holographic cards. Dark Summoner. I love this artwork. It seems pretty good too. It seems pretty good. I wonder if this is played. That'd be fun. Gilgamesh. Very plain looking, and he is a neutral card, so that makes sense. Another bronze Manu and a dragon token, which I noticed there's the box says there's 17 tokens in the set, and there's only 16 packs, and you get 1 token per pack. I feel like I haven't seen a dragon token yet, but I'm sure it comes with as many as you need in the starter deck anyway, and I've got that. So Ace Dragoon, bronze, Ambling Wraith, bronze. I don't think that card seems very good, but it's pretty aggressive. Maybe it is. Cruel Priestess, Dragonute Scholar. Huh, seems pretty good. Crazed Executioner. Okay, this This is the card I didn't get. I can say right now I didn't get any of these in my last box, and this seems like one of the bigger reasons to play Abysscraft right now in set 1 is now that this card, when it evolves, it strips a card from your opponent's hand, which seems to be, it's always a strong effect in any card game because resource control is like far more important than even life control. And guys, we did it. We did it, guys. We got a Bell Ringer Angel, the darling of the set. Obviously hunting for these. Probably the 2 most sought after cards for me, along with Cerberus, in one pack. So that feels amazing. Goblin Mount Demon. What is this? This is a neutral card. Has anyone ever won a tournament with like a mostly neutral deck? That would be interesting. And a Steelclad Knight. So guys, we've got about 6 packs left. So that feels pretty good. Pretty good chance to get some good stuff in 6 packs, you know? And anything can be in the next 6 packs. Snake Priestess Fighter. Such a basic, like, first set card. It's always funny playing the first set. I said card, didn't I? Always funny playing the first set of a game, like, you know, in Magic the Gathering you had cards that were just called like Ape and stuff like that. Golem Protection, Imprisoned Dragon, Medusa. That's probably a card. Let's see, if Sanguine is active for you, this card costs 1 less. So if you took damage, it costs 5. Necrocharge 10, it also costs 1 less. So in theory this could cost 4. It has Bane, which at 6 power, it's probably killing most things it attacks anyway, except for other huge bombs. And oh my god, you just tap it to destroy an enemy follower. This seems very strong because Summoning Sickness only applies to attacking. I believe you can just tap a card as soon as you play it anyway. So this is just a 6 mana kill spell with Bane and the 6/6 body. That feels good to me. This probably goes in my deck if I end up forcing myself to play it. A Gabu, Evolved Gabu, and a Viking. Sorry, I'm choosing random cards to talk about, but now that I've played the paper version of this game, I'm really enjoying it, and I'm like evaluating. Okami, this is a card I'm not sure if it's good. Like if there was a draft format, I feel like this card would be one of the absolute best cards to draft because it's a bronze, and you if you could just, you know, kind of trade up on the board and it kind of never dies. Is what would happen in a slower game. I don't know if Constructed is actually slow enough to get that much value out of him, but ooh, I love this artwork. Wyvern Cavalier, this is awesome. Ooh, oh, look at that. That just makes something cost 2 less. Cost reduction is always strong. Noble Fairy, a gold Genesis Dragoon. Do people play this? I guess you ramp, right? Maybe you do play this. It's a 10/12 with Storm. See, in Magic the Gathering, cards like this are often not as good as they look, but might be different in this game. Probably is different in this game. Ancient Alchemist Evolved. I feel like I might have like a damn playset of these by now. I feel like I keep seeing them. And a Fairy Wisp. I really want to open my 3rd booster box after this, but I actually have to wake up a little bit earlier for work tomorrow. So I'll save some fun for tomorrow. Open it tomorrow. Mist Dragon, Bronze, Spectre. I already have a million of those. Sister Initiate. I've not seen this card yet. Elfchild May. That artwork is adorable, and I love the colors. I love the color of her hair and her eyes together. That's really, really, really cool. Let's see what it does. Select an enemy follower on the field and deal it 1 damage. That's pretty good. A 1/1 that just pings. When this card is returned to hand from your field, select an enemy follower and deal it 1 damage. So I do know there's lots of bounce mechanics in the forest craft cards in the digital game. So this being repeatable sounds really good, especially since damage persists in this game. Okay, this is like a little one-time boost. Shadow Assassin also seems strong. I'm not sure if I have any of the evolved versions though, which is a bummer. Crazed Executioner evolved. Okay, I've got at least one. I can run the pair. That feels really good. And a guard form golem. That's pretty awesome. That's a good hit out of these last packs here. Let's continue, shall we? 3 more packs. Let's get something real good. Let's get something really exciting. We've already got 4 legendaries and a super legendary though, so I'm not sure. Death Sentence. This is a lot more bronzes than silvers that we got out of the last box. We got a lot of silvers out of the last box. Snipe. Ooh, a parallel harnessed flame, but I have an inkling that the whole harnessed flame, harnessed glass, flame and glass thing isn't that solid, so I'd much rather that be like a parallel Crazed Executioner. That would be really exciting. Prism Priestess, Goblin Mount Demon. I love the artwork on this. If it's good, I'll probably like to play with it because I'm a big fan of goblins in general, especially when they're riding on big things. Sacred Plea for gold, Fervid Soldier evolved, and a fairy. 2 packs left. We're gonna go left to right here. Still hoping for another Crazed Executioner or a Cerberus. Having 2 of those would be huge. We still have a whole other booster box to open tomorrow, so it's not completely crisis mode yet. And the store does have some singles, so knowing me, I probably will buy something I need if they have it, but kind of don't want to because hopefully I might win some cards. I don't know. I'm confident. I'm a confident player. Dragonbound Mage. Shenlong. Okay, this is one of the best cards. I know this to be true. I need a lot of these silvers. A lot of silvers seem to be really good, don't they? Ayla, this is also a really good card in the deck. This is like a whole Dragoncraft deck. This is just the ramp card right here. And that goes here. Healing Angel and a Knight. Okay, that was a good pack. Getting an Ayla and a Shenlong in one pack is really, really solid. If we're talking about Dragoncraft. Let's see. Fervid Soldier. Runic Guardian. Teachings of Creation. Dark Dragoon Forte is another big Dragoncraft card. But man, with all the evolve cards I also need, I'm starting to realize how far away I am from really being able to play a lot of these decks. Dark General. And here's Erd that I was talking about. It's actually a 4-drop. Oh, now I'm seeing what happens here. You can move a card into the EX area and then evolve it, and I believe it destroys it? That still seems kind of like a lot of hoops to jump through. That's like 5 mana to destroy something. I'm not sure if I don't know, you let me know in the comments if I'm incorrectly advised. Oh, and we got ourselves an evolved Wardrobe Raider. That's really good. That's really good. And a Magic Sediment. So I gotta stop talking for the night. But we got a nice stack of golds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 20 gold cards. So more than one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 19. Okay, 19. Either way, more than one gold card per pack. That feels really good because the way I'm thinking about this is, bronze is common, silver is uncommon, gold is rare, and there's pretty much no card game I've ever played before where you get more than one rare in a normal pack on average. if that's ever been the case, it's been like a really lucky special insert kind of deal. So I mean, that feels good to me. Even if that's the going rate, I'm happy that's the going rate. It means you get a lot of bang for your buck, I feel like. We got 5 legendary cards, which might be the exact same amount of legendary cards I got in my other box. I'm really stoked about Dark Dragoon Forte and Evolved Cerberus. I do need a regular Cerberus, but it's nice that I've got these, and I've heard really good things about Erasmus. I started opening a lot of dragon cards as this video went on, but I have to remember the fact that I do have 2 D-shifts and an Erasmus now, so I don't know, maybe that's a thing. I know Lucifer's actually really good too. So, a lot of good dragon cards. I know nothing about Rose Queen. Stick with me for a minute while I read this card, alright? Select the number of pixie followers in EX area and transform them into Thornburst tokens. I don't know what the Thornburst. Select an enemy leader or enemy follower on the field. Ooh. That's really strong. If you that could be really strong. It does. Oh yeah, you can go face with that damage too. So that does seem strong. And you can tap it to recover X play points. Oh my god. Okay, this card actually seems strong. I just don't know anything about the meta Forest Craft deck. I haven't heard much about it. But anyway, guys, if you found this video and you liked it, you enjoyed it, for some reason, if you happen to like my rambling, please go ahead and drop a like, comment, and subscribe. Comment something down below. I'm sure I said multiple ignorant things about this game, so please correct me. I want to learn. And yeah, if you like the style of my unboxings, this is kind of how I do it. I'm really close to 1,000 subscribers, and that has been a goal of mine for a couple years. Off and on of trying to build this channel of my collecting journey. You can expect to see more Shadowverse, you can expect to see more TCG content in general, and miscellaneous collecting stuff. I like figures, and I just like to make videos about what's on my mind and what I'm collecting at the moment. So come hang out, let's talk about it. Drop a comment about what you guys like to collect down below aside from Shadowverse. I'm always really curious to hear about that. And good luck in all your events if you guys are going to play. I hope to see you guys at a regional. That'd be really sweet. So goodbye.